This is Colin Wigan for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Shakur Stevenson in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Shakur, your cousin, Sakeem Moses tonight. Just talk to me a little bit about his performance and maybe the pressure that he faced tonight being your cousin.
I think that he handled everything well. He went out there, he performed. He was trying to get the guy out of there. The guy was a little tough, and the guy ended up grabbing him, running around the ring to make sure he survived. But I thought that he put on a great performance. He handled the pressure. All week he was kind of good to the media. And I think what I'm most proud of is the fact that I know that he watched me coming up and watched all of my situations and seen everything. And you can tell that he's learning from me.
Do you think that there's the added pressure of you and what you've achieved in the game so far? It's tough for someone like Sakeem to come through and make this because obviously he's trying to live up to expectations that you have.
Yeah, I think it's definitely tough, but at the end of the day, he got to make his own name now. So I can't go in there and fight for him. He's going to have to fight for himself. So I'm glad that he's willing to step up and do everything that he got to do. And as long as he be disciplined and be smart along the way, he's going to go far. And make sure he know he got to stay close to me. I'm right there with him along the way.
Seen you at Keyshawn Davis fight last night, a statement performance from Keyshawn. How impressed were you with that performance last night?
I think it was a hell of a performance. I think Keyshawn went in there and performed at the highest level. I think he showed our whole division that he's ready.
Who would you like to see him face next?
If I had to pick, I would say I would like to see him get Barinchik. I think that it's time for him to get a world title. The level he's on, he's ready for that type of stuff. He's not on no lower level. He's not a prospect. He's a world champion that ain't get crowned as world title yet.
How does that Andy Cruz fight look for you?
Oh, that's a tough fight. But it's Keyshawn. Like, can Andy Cruz take what Keyshawn is dishing in the professionals? I think that's what it boils down to. I think that Andy Cruz is a good boxer, but I seen Keyshawn catch him a couple of times. A lot of people ain't really see it, but I seen him catch him with some big shots. And if he can catch him with the right shot, it'll be very interesting.
Let's talk about you first. Obviously, you were supposed to fight Joe Cordina. You had the surgery. In the lead up to that fight, did you ever agree to face Gervonta Davis? Was there discussions at all with PBC or anyone else about making that fight?
As far as I know, yes, it was discussions. We reached I thought they reached out, and then we responded back and said we want to fight. From there, we ain't really hit too much or nothing after that. But like I said, I already know at the end of the day, that fight is going to happen. Fans just got to wait until whenever Tank say the fight is going to happen, he the A side. So out of respect for him, we all just got to sit there and wait until he say, let's fight.
When you get that opportunity, Shakur, I know your mindset from speaking to you. You know that you're going to win that fight. How do you beat Gervonta Tank Davis?
I can't give out my recipe. I can't give out my game plan. People just got to tune in and watch.
Talk to me a little bit about the return of Shakur Stevenson in 2025. William Zepeda, we've seen Oscar, he's been very vocal about the fact that he believes William Zepeda can beat you. What do you make of what Oscar has said about that fight?
I mean, he's just saying what he's supposed to say, but he's been very hesitant. I think that over the last years, we have not seen a champion got to call out a mandatory challenger. Why am I the champion? I got to ask the mandatory challenger, let's fight. Let's fight. And like, I'm screaming it everywhere I go. And it's like, if you're the mandatory challenger, you should be the one that's saying, let's fight to me, right? Why would you be saying fight anybody else when I'm the guy that you're supposed to be winning the fight?
You believe that you can stop William Zepeda?
I believe anything is possible. I know that me coming in 100% at my best, I'm hard to deal with for anybody.
What about that Joe Cordina fight? Obviously, he feels a little bit hard done by that he's not going to get a chance to face you next. Would you be open to facing him after Zepeda, or are you going to be moving on to maybe the likes of Gervonta Davis?
Yeah, we got to see. I'm looking for the biggest and best fights, the fights that pay the most money. If Cordina is the guy that pays the money and it becomes a big fight, then yeah, we could do that. But other than that, I want to make the biggest and best fight. So honestly, I wanted to fight Joe Cordina. I think that it was going to be a hell of a fight. And he been calling my name out since 130 pounds, so I wanted to show him why you shouldn't call my name out. But best of luck to him. Hopefully he gets the fights that he won, and ain't really too much else to say about it.
What's your discussions been like with Eddie Hearn about your promotional situation going forward? Who does he want to see you face? What's the names that you've discussed together?
Right now, he's saying Zepeda. I think that's first priority. So we're trying to get that done and get that going. And after that, we're worried about whoever's next. But at the end of the day, they got to all realize that anybody is out there for me to fight. I can fight anybody. So it don't matter about promotion or what's in the way or all this stuff that they try to make up rumors to stop the fights from happening or run with narratives that's not true. Me and Eddie is business partners, so at the end of the day, as a business partner, if I say I want to fight this guy, I'm pretty sure Eddie will agree with me. So we can fight anybody.
Final one from me. Two guys you're really close with. Boots Ennis, who fights tonight, and he'll be fighting later on tonight. Terrence Bud Crawford. Do you believe we'll ever see that fight, Shakur?
I mean, I don't want to ever see the fight. I think that is just two different eras, two different times. I know they here at the same time, but I think that Bud is at the tail end. He probably got maybe 1 or 2 more fights in him, and it ain't one of the fights I want to see. I would rather see him fight Canelo Alvarez.
You believe he can beat Canelo Alvarez?
Yeah, I think Bud will outbox Canelo. I think that he would shock the world again.
What about Boots? Who would you like to see Boots face after tonight?
I think Virgil Ortiz. I think that Boots versus Ortiz is a super big fight. I know both of them guys. I know that Virgil is not a guy that's going to go in there and lay down. He got nothing but heart. Actually, I think his heart is his best attribute, and he had that since a kid. So Boots is a killer, sharp. I think that him and Ortiz will be a hell of a fight.
Shakur, well, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you.